Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by. I am back to share some messages and let's get it started. There's lots here, so let's skip the preliminaries and get right into the messages. Okay, so I don't want to say picking up from where I left off because honestly I don't even remember where I left off. I have an idea, but the exact thing I don't know. But the messages that came to me, the information that was revealed, okay, the knowledge that I just happened to come across, all praise and glory to my Lord. It's interesting. It's interesting. So I don't even know where to start because, again, I have things in this book, and then on the side, things just be coming down, you know? So it's like, I guess I should start with the most current news. Okay, let's get into the spirit. Thank you, my Lord. So in the last, or one of the last videos, I shared that I was told to turn on the channel, like to make more videos, allow spirit to flow through me. Okay, and also to turn up the heat, something like that. Okay, to put on a press, a full court press. So a basketball player or a coach or anybody involved in the NBA could be relevant to the messages that are about to come through. Okay, because I'm hearing it's a full court press now, or press him as in, you know, somebody being pressed for information. Okay, the heat is on. Okay, I know I gave the reference, what came back to memory, a video I shared on TikTok back in December 2024 about ironing someone's pants. So I was pressing, okay, I was pressing in the dream, and it was intense with the pressing because, like I said, the pair of pants were quite creased, okay, indicating that this person had a lot to straighten out. Okay, allegedly this person could be crooked, allegedly. Okay, so there's lots to iron out. Okay, so the heat is on to press someone, press a situation, or press someone about a situation. Okay, and they're going to get pressed out. They're going to get fully pressed out. Okay, this is what's coming through. This is nothing that I have written down. Okay, if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. When the channel is on Things Just Flow, it could be one message altogether for one person in particular, or general messages for anybody out there, somebody specific somewhere. But lately they have been specific. Lately they seem to be very comprehensive. Okay, as in I'm getting clues to figure out some kind of case here, solve some kind of puzzle. Okay, if you have been following along, that's good for you. You will see things being connected here. Also, if you're new here, just a glance at the titles of my videos, especially the latest one, should give you some kind of indication of what is going on here. Okay, just in case you're wondering what is going on here, you could get an idea from just the titles alone, but you have to go back and read them in the order. Okay, so something has to be revisited, something has to be reviewed, something has to be, okay, take a look at a glance. Okay, I guess whoever these messages are for, you know what the heck I'm talking about here. Okay, let's get into the actual notes. As you can see right here, let me make sure there's nothing that I should not be sharing. Okay. Okay, I'll just use this for now. I just want to show you like where I'm starting from. start with play dirty. Okay, so again, the heat is on. The heat is on. I shouldn't hold back with the messages. I shouldn't try to sugarcoat the messages either. Okay, counting to 10, colors, 3 new words, because while I'm channeling, everything is a part of the message. Okay, so the fact that I pulled on this to cover, and now my eyes see counting to 10, that gives me counting. And I have been making a lot of references to TikTok lately. So TikTok, okay, TikTok is a countdown to something here. Okay, the clock is ticking. Okay, we have colors and 3 new words. Okay, so maybe something about colors will come out while I'm channeling, or maybe I wrote something down about colors and I don't remember. And 3 new words might be revealed that serve some significance. Okay, I'm a little bit excited. I'm a little bit nervous as well, because again, the past couple of readings have been nerve-wracking. Okay, so somebody might also be feeling the same thing. Okay, but play dirty. Let's get into it, my lord. Somebody's playing dirty here. Somebody needs to play dirty. Okay, I have all bets are off. All gloves are off. Time to get your hands dirty. Okay, so something is on the line here. Somebody's not playing fair, as was revealed in the last videos. Okay, somebody's not playing fair. Somebody's not playing with a full deck, a fair deck. Somebody wasn't dealt a fair hand. Okay, it could mean any of those things again for anyone. Okay, but it's time for a full court press. Okay, so again, something about the NBA could be relevant here. Okay, but it is an idiom, so it could also just mean the heat is on. It's time for some pressure, some excess pressure. Okay, I'm hearing it's a lot of basketball references trying to come through. Shot clock. Okay, your last shot is somebody's last shot. Win or lose. Moving on, because I don't want to overthink. I was told not to overthink. So whatever it is, somebody's quite heated. Okay, somebody is heated. Okay, somebody is applying pressure to someone or a situation. Okay, it's their only hope. It's their only, expectation. They're putting in all the labor, all the toil, willing to get even into more trouble, I'm hearing, just to really play dirty a bit. They're willing to fight back. Okay, I know Chung Lee came up before. Someone's willing to fight back here. Okay, somebody might be a skillful fighter, like an actual professional fighter. Okay, a trainer, anything that comes to mind when you hear Chung Lee. I know I hear karate. In the last one I said martial arts, but I think it was relevant for that message for martial law to come out, because law came out a lot in that reading. Okay, so karate here, fighting back. Okay, fighting back with skill. It's not just a regular fight here. This is a lot of skill and strategy being applied here. Moving on. What's next? Where's my eyes going to next? I mentioned something about Daniel. Okay, Prophet Daniel. Someone's name could be Daniel. Okay, but when I was mentioning Prophet Daniel, I was saying that he has quite the skill set. Okay, very gifted. One thing that stands out about Daniel, if you don't know much about this prophet, is he had the ability to read the writing on the wall. Okay, so if you don't know anything else about Daniel, just know that he had the ability to read the writing on the wall. Okay, next underneath that is the beginning of the end. Okay, so maybe that's what's being translated or trying to be conveyed to someone, that this is the beginning of the end. The writing is on the wall. Okay, someone or something that was once a standard to aspire to. Someone who has amassed great respect, success, living big in high estates, lofty, remote heights, okay? Is about to be inaccessible in a different way. They wanted, so this might be more than one since I'm saying they, or they could be one, I guess, in this day and age. But there's something about inaccessibility, and it makes me think about Jack and the Beanstalk. We have been on that theme of children's books and morals to the story. Okay, simple lessons. Jack climbed the beanstalk, entered into the clouds, so like a different realm, different dimension, okay, different class, and met giants there. But even Jack knew that it wasn't somewhere to stay for too long. Okay, so it's almost like Jack went to get what he needed to get, to do what he needed to do, and went back down. Not going back down because what do I want to say here? I gotta be really careful with my words. Jack knew that humility was everything, okay? Jack remained his authentic self. Jack didn't wait for God to humble him. He went back down. I mean, first he went back down because he was in danger, okay? So that's a good indication, okay? He took heed to the warning that he could not stay up there, all right? But then in the face of danger, first he was lured in the second time by the music. Okay, so somebody here is very alluring. Okay. He was lured in by the music, went back up and realized the musician, the instrument, playing that sweet sound was not happy doing what it was doing. And he captured the harp and took it with him, knowing that there will be potential danger. Okay, so in the face of danger, I think that's what I'm trying to get to. In the face of danger, Jack was brave, courageous. And Jack was humble. And when Jack went down, Jack didn't hold on to the valuables. He didn't keep it all to himself. He shared with the community. Okay? All this is important, okay? Even if it comes out in bits and pieces that seem insensible at first, okay? So, Jack was a good guy. Jack was one of the good guys, all right? He wasn't self-serving. He wasn't self-serving. And he also didn't want to put others into danger. Hence why he had to also cut the beanstalk down. Keep the giants away from certain people in the community. Okay? So Jack is community oriented. Jack cares for his people. I'm being told to go to another message before coming back here because I'm speaking all this Jack stuff. Jack and the Beanstalk. It's a story. At least that's what I was told to write down. That is a kid-friendly. And kid-friendly is in quotations because, I don't know why, but I wanted to write a simpler version, but kid-friendly version came out here. So again, a kid, a friendly kid. Maybe Jack was a friendly kid, okay? But a friendly kid is involved in this. But anyhow, Jack and the Beanstalk is a kid-friendly version of David and Goliath. Okay, we know in Jack and the Beanstalk it was 5 beans. For the most part, because versions change, okay? But I know the one I researched, that I reviewed, it was mentioned it was 5 beans, okay? And we know that David gathered up 5 stones, okay? Jack went up against he went up the beanstalk, and he was faced with giants. But it was one giant in particular that was more hostile, that was mean, that was cruel, that was willing to do whatever it takes to keep all the valuables to himself, all the status, all the fame. He wanted to be the biggest giant of them all. Hence, you know, the symbolism of mansion in the sky, in the clouds. So somebody has their heads in the cloud, their head in the cloud as well. But back to Jack and David. Someone's name could be Jack, someone's name could be David. Both went up against giants and both took the giant down. Okay? Or took something away from a giant, which was power. Okay? Because we don't know what happened to the giants. It didn't really say what happened to the giants after Jack cut the source and took the valuables. But we know that some power was lost here in both stories. Okay, I'm gonna go back to a fire alarm's going off. It's not in my unit. I can hear it from somebody else's. So that is also a sign here. It's also a clue here of the emergency. I know I spoke about TikTok. Okay, you know, it's time for full court press. We're in the last quarter. Okay, we're in the last quarter here, and the heat is on. The heat is on. Firebomb is coming to mind. That's a song by Rihanna. I'm gonna have to check that out. So oldie but a goodie. You know I love my Riri. But how does it go? Lovers need to clear the room because this ish is ready to blow. I'm gonna have to look it up. But that's what came out, so I guess that's relevant here. Lovers need to clear the room because this issue is ready to blow. And now the fire alarm is back on. It stopped for a moment, but again, this is an alert for someone. Ring the alarm. Ring the alarm. I'm gonna skip the next thing, go to the other thing on this page, and then go back to the first page. At 5:15 p.m., I'm at my desk and my daughter is here. She's doing her art. And out of nowhere, she says, spell demon. I'm like, what? So I spell it for her. And then she says, look what I did so far. And I looked at her art. And it looks like she was drawing a mask. Okay, like those two faces, like a face, but a split down the middle. And only one eye was revealed. Okay. And I questioned, like, what's all this demon talk? And then she explained it's K-pop demon hunters. Okay. And then she asked how to spell normal. Okay, so for someone, it's normal for you to hunt demons. Okay, so you're a demon slayer here. Okay, with a one eye, two-face mask. That's giving industry all over it. Okay, that has the industry written all over it. All right, someone's daughter might be relevant to the case since I'm speaking of my sweet pea here. Okay, but K-pop, what does that mean? Someone's daughter might also be into K-pop. All right, but K-pop is making me think about something else, something a little bit violent here. Okay, like demon hunters, it's okay for them to pop demons. You know, I mean, that's normal. That's their task. That's their service. Okay, so a demon might be getting popped. You know what I'm trying to say here. Okay, but again, this is normal under these circumstances. Moving on, we have plenty of fish. Somebody might use that service for dating. Okay, somebody might use that saying, quite a lot. Plenty of fish in the sea. I know I brought something like that up in the last reading when we were speaking about seahorse. Okay, so maybe there's more to say about this seahorse. Okay, there's plenty of fish in the sea, but you are a seahorse. Okay, I don't know. We'll see what else comes out of that. But plenty of fish is the main thing that's coming out here. So somebody might be using that service for some kind of trafficking. I know that's a high trafficked site. I don't know this because I use it, because I don't. Okay, not belittling anyone who does. However you want to do whatever it is you do, that is on you. Okay, no judgment here, but I don't use plenty of fish. I'm very old school in my approaches to certain things in life here. But plenty of fish is coming out. Maybe somebody is a player. Somebody has a lot of girlfriends, guy friends. Okay. Or maybe, of course, you're going to come across some demons because there's plenty of fish. Okay. We could be talking about some marine spirits as well. I'm not really too familiar with stuff like that. So maybe some familiar spirit. Okay. But since we're talking about plenty of fish and seahorse and demon and stuff, okay, some marine spirit could be at play here, or somebody might use somebody might be into like Oshuns or Orishas. Okay, that's coming out too. Okay, and now the sun is shining brightly. Okay, so sunshine, that gives me yellow, a lot of yellow here. So again, Oshun energy. Okay, anyhow, let's go back to the front page because 21 minutes in and I haven't gotten anywhere yet. Where am I? So something about, yeah, lofty. So lofty people, lofty living. Somebody is about to go away, depart here. Okay, I have my time has come. After that, I have heaven. Okay, look, way of the sea. I can't make this up because I don't even know what that means, but it's written here, and I'm talking about like marine spirits and water and all that stuff. We have way of the sea here versus the King's Highway. Okay, okay. I mean, I don't have verses, but I just read it as that. Okay, so again, like a choice here, some kind of dilemma. Okay, maybe somebody is thinking about converting from certain spiritual practices and lifting up Christ as King. I don't know. Okay, but we have way of the sea, King's Highway. Then I have thank you, Lord, but that was just a side note that I wrote because, you know, I was getting all these revelations. I took a moment to say thank you, you know. Oh, that looks amazing. Bring it to me and I'll show it, but you stay up. I don't want to. You stay, okay? You want another paper? Hold on a sec, guys. Now that I know that there's a pause function, I guess I'll be using it more often. I don't know what I was doing before. You know, one time I was trying to remember a movie. I still haven't remembered the name, okay? But it was like this woman, beautiful woman, blonde woman, comes to Earth from another planet, okay? Her spaceship lands on Earth, and she has like a little snake eye thingy in her handbag, like a snake. And it's the snake that is informing her as to how to act, what to do, okay? Because I don't know if she's not fully human or she just haven't been on this planet to be accustomed to his ways and culture and all that, okay? So she had to learn along the way from this guide, okay, which was a snake with an eye, okay, just one eye, one big eye. If you know what movie I'm talking about, please, please, please put it in the comment section. But again, she was so innocent, she was so naive, okay, she was listening to everything that this snake had to say, okay, even when it came to interactions with men. I'm not gonna say other men because I think it was just one main attraction, okay, so we're dealing with one main attraction here. The snake had to tell her, like, this is how you kiss, this is how you know, like how to act, how to perform, okay? That's coming back to me because I still haven't remembered the name, and I really like the movie. I haven't seen that actress in a very long time, okay? So she's not common, she's exclusive, or maybe she's not here anymore. I don't know. If you know what movie I'm talking about, I will appreciate if you put that in the comment section. But since all that came up is relevant as well, here is my daughter's creation here. It turned out okay. A demon hunter here. Demon Genu. Okay, normal Genu. Oh, okay, so the two-face here. We have demon Genu on one side and normal Genu on the other. Okay, so yes, that's what I thought from the beginning, that there was something about two-face, something about wearing a mask in public. Thank you, baby. Thank you. That was a... Oh, it was two different versions? Two different versions of the same person? Oh, thank you for that clue, honey. You heard that? Two different versions of the same person. Okay, so angel demon here. Okay, I'm hearing you're no angel either. Okay, something like that. Okay, so yeah, that was interesting, but no coincidence. Okay, so take that for what it is. Moving on, because I want to move on through this page. There's somebody here, if I'm not talking about the same person, same situation. You are so firm. You are so strong. Okay, you're secure, or this is how things are about to be for you. Okay, you are an anchor of sorts, or you're just well anchored. Okay, you give hope for the soul. Okay, or your anchor gives you hope for the soul. But there's something going to happen for someone that's going to bring them a lot of enjoyment. Okay, a lot of enjoyment here. I'm hearing to say to someone, continue on the King's Highway. Okay, stay anchored to that rock, the King's Rock. Okay, so it's a reliable source. Okay, there's trustworthiness there. What else? Someone here, this might be the person who's about to become more secure. This is a divine initiative, okay? This life-giving, being revived, being restored is because of your steadfast love, okay? This could be because of your steadfast love to the Lord, okay? To yourself, but not in a selfish way, okay? To children, to other humans, to you love thy neighbor. That's what I'm getting here, okay? On a side note, because it's on the side and it's a note, I have my God is about that get back. He's going to get back. So get back before you get that. Okay, so someone needs to be warned that God ain't playing. Okay, God ain't playing. I'm hearing 1, 2, X is coming for you. 3, 4, you better lock that door. 5, 6, get your cruise a fix. 7, 8, don't stay up late. Okay, and I'm going to use a thumbnail because I got a sign from the one who made the track. Lord, give me a sign. Okay, and that sign was soon. Okay, so linking that back to TikTok clock countdown. Okay, you'll see what I'm talking about when I post a video, but soon, just know the pressure is on, and soon the countdown will end. Okay, maybe something will be happening on New Year's Eve. I know that's a major countdown. That's a public countdown, something that a lot of people look forward to, but it doesn't have to be. Again, my messages are more timelier than futuristic. Okay, somebody might be futuristic, okay, meaning you are future thinking, a visionary, okay. I'm gonna skip this part for now, even though I'm supposed to be playing dirty here. Okay. Something relevant about Proverbs 4:19. Somebody needs to read that. But with what I was channeling yesterday, I said that they'll be spilling the beans. I'm thinking back about Jack and the Beanstalk, that Jack's only hope, because it realized, you know, the cow probably wouldn't get as much, or the cow going through that particular trial didn't really result in the outcome that this person wanted. Okay, so, or the person was convinced. Let me not make anything up here. In the story, along the way, there was intervention by a man, okay, who gave him the magic beans, convinced him that, okay, you could put your trust in this. And it became the only hope. There was no getting the cow back once that exchange was made. So once something is handed over, all bets are off. Okay, all gloves are off here. Jack took the beans, and that was Jack's only hope. Okay, a lot of people didn't, well, not a lot of people in the story, Jack's mother didn't really see that this could possibly result in the outcome, okay, that this could really change the game. So this person probably putting it all on the line here. Putting it all on the line here with these 5 beans. But in the story of David and Goliath, that was all it took. Someone is quite heated. And Heated has been channeling a lot. It's a song by Beyonce. Okay. And there's some information in that song. Because I don't know why I've been channeling that song so often. Okay, it's nothing new. So this information is nothing new, because that song is not new. That album is not new. This was during her Renaissance era. Okay. But it has been coming back up. And to be honest, I wasn't even into the Renaissance era like that. After Lemonade, I had to take a break. Okay. But it got great reviews. And I trust the reviews. It's Beyonce. Okay. But Heated have been channeling, and I'm being told that there's some information in that song, Heated. Okay. That could get somebody quite incensed, so angry, or possibly get somebody sick, make somebody languish, get somebody in trouble. Because in the song, there's actually like an admission being made here. Cuff me please, because this ain't fair. Dripped in Coco Chanel. Like, this is just like stealing Chanel, like, please lock me up. I don't know, it's interesting. Because I have put it in a love song. And that's also a track by Beyonce and Alicia Keys. So those names might be very relevant here. Okay, put it in a love song. Put what in the love song? Clues? Clues of about, you know, of spiritual darkness here. Clues of wickedness. Clues of misfortune. Does it speak of gloom and darkness and calamity? Hidden under slick punchlines? Are people using their lyrics, their art, since my daughter just showed us what she could do? Are people using their art to confess to crimes here? Is that what I'm getting? Are people making admission in their music? Are people mocking victims, taunting victims in their music? Are there clues in that song, my Lord, that somebody should recognize? That is clear, because the emperor has no clothes, so it's clear. Goliath went down, so it's clear that there's something incriminating about that song or another song. Maybe by that singer, songstress, artist, writer. or any of the names that I've been mentioning so far. Because I have play dirty here, and I have to obey the voice of my Lord. I cannot shun the spirit, deny it, access. I'm being told to play dirty. So are all these names that are coming up through me complicit in something? Is someone's name Tony? Does someone have the surname Smith? Daniel, Dan? What other name came up? Again, David? Because a giant has to come down, and it's going to be a small guy. It's going to be a peasant, a villager, the shepherd boy, the humble one. To do it, the writing's on the wall. Are we not getting the message? Are we not reading the memo? Are we not checking our emails? Do I have to be the one to come forth and reveal the name of the victim in the case? Because how would I know that information? I don't have any contact with, association, affiliation with any celebrity. I'm not paid by anyone to say anything. It's obvious. I told you, I could barely afford to get the ingredients for soup when I want it. Okay? So I could say what I want, basically. Not saying there won't be any consequences, but at least that part is true. I could say what I want, especially here on this channel. Okay? But it's time to play dirty. All bets are off here. All bets are off. And this is a case for Jesus, like I said. And God's here for the get back. And there's nothing hidden that won't be exposed. Told you, no stone left unturned. Nothing closeted that won't be revealed. Okay? What else do we have here? All right, I had some songs. And I don't know if I should go over the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Wow, judgment. Final judgment. The first song is Resentment. The last song is Heaven, I Need a Hug. Okay? So that might be the emotional state, the mind state of a person right now. They have resentment. The next song after that is If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time. So someone's feeling resentment, wishing they could undo something. Okay? Turn back the hands of time. Okay, next we have You Save Me. And those two tracks, If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time and You Save Me, it's R. Kelly. Okay? After that, Never Would Have Made It. Waymaker, Goodness of God, The Storm Is Over. I Wish, Heaven, I Need a Hug. So I don't know if R. Kelly has anything to do with something here, because most of the songs on this list are by him. Okay? Play dirty. Somebody's playing dirty. Maybe somebody played dirty with R. Kelly. You know, it was somewhat proven or framed that R. Kelly was out here playing dirty. Okay, so that could also be it. There's a lot of dirty players here. Dirty players, a lot of dirty work here. Okay, it looks like some people need to be washed in the blood of the Lamb. Okay. Looks like there's some cleansing here, some spiritual cleansing that's needed here. It's a lot of dirt, or maybe somebody has a lot of dirt on somebody. Okay? It's not gonna end L. Some L might be important, or it could just be God. Whew, I don't know. Somebody is going to be incensed. Maybe when they come across this message, somebody's incensed because they see how things is going. They feel like somebody's not playing fair, and now that forces them to have to play dirty. Okay? But again, a bunch of playing dirty is going on here. And maybe the names that I mentioned or all these songs that I mentioned could serve some purpose into deciphering what's really going on here, because the writing's on the wall. But can everybody or anybody read it? Read the room? It's time to read the room. It's time to read some people for filth. Some people need to put on their reading glasses because they're not seeing the writing that's on the wall. And the countdown has begun. Many references to time here. My time has come. Tick tock. Countdown is also a song, okay, by Beyonce. Okay. What else? It's just all a matter of time, okay? It's all in a matter of time. Okay, just a stone's throw away before a giant falls. Okay, there's something about a son here, maybe it's just going to be one left standing, which will be a son who will inherit a fortune here. Or I know in one of my messages I said a reward for someone will be a son, okay? And that will be a heir. That will be some kind of minister or a deacon or somebody who walks in your shoes, whatever that will mean for you, okay? Take up the mantle, okay? We know that David, King David's successor was Solomon, if I'm not mistaken, okay? Don't quote me on things, do your own research. But whoever it is you are, you're anchored, you are an anchor, or you're about to remove someone's anchor and that ship is going down, because there was references to Titanic. Okay, so somebody's losing their anchor here. Okay, but remember, Jack, you have the ability to choose if you're going to allow somebody else to stay afloat while you go down, or if you're going to take someone else down with you. Okay, make the choice here. It's a choice that needs to be made. Okay, Jack, you're going to cut down that beanstalk. Jack, you're going to really trust in those magic beans. Jack, this depends on you. It's all up to you, Jack. Jack in the hat. I'm going to have to see what that means. An alarm is going off as well. So again, ring the alarm. Another song by Beyonce. Let's see what... Jack in the hat. Is that another trick, magic trick? Somebody's pulling out a magic trick. I think I was listening to a DMX track, and in the beginning he's speaking and he's like, what do you think? I can't pull another trick out the hat? Okay, so maybe somebody's trying to pull another trick out the hat, okay? That line, that reference I'm making is from Where the Hood, Where the Hood, Where the Hood at? Okay, where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Had some ninjas in the wood? Or where the wood at? So I'm gonna have to listen to that track. Where the wolves at? Where the wood at? Where the wolves at? Anyways, something might be relevant about that track. Where the hood at? Okay. I'm hearing the hood stands with you. You might live in the hood, you know, like myself. Okay. But where the hood at? Where the hood at? Where's the hood at? So maybe the hood plays a part in all this as well. Okay. Maybe you're calling out wolves in sheep's clothing. Closing. Something's closing. Wolves in sheep's clothing, because there's a reference to wolves here in that track I'm talking about. In the hood. So wolves in the hood. Okay. Or again, that two-faced personality, acting like a sheep, acting like a goody-goody, but you're a demon. Okay. Oh, Jack in the Hat. Most commonly refers to Jack McVitie, a gangster associated with Cray twins, who was murdered in 1967. Sorry. The nickname was given to him because he wore a tribally hat to cover his hair loss. The term Jack in the Box can refer to a swindler. Give me a moment, please. Yeah, so this is interesting. I want to read it over again because I never knew any of this. I'm being led to pull this up, okay? So Jack in the Hat most commonly refers to Jack McVitie, a gangster associated with the Cray twins, okay? The thing one, thing two, maybe? Okay, who was murdered in 1967. That year might be relevant, okay? The nickname was given to him because he wore a tribally hat to cover hair loss. The term Jack in the Box can refer to a swindler, and the children's toy is a pop-up character. I cannot make any of this up. So somebody might be going bald here. Somebody might wear like a toupee or some kind of man hat, or like to wear hats. Okay. I'm just reading more. He was hired by Ronnie Cray to commit a murder, but the job was never completed. Okay, so maybe somebody was trying to put a hit on someone. I know that definitely came up before. Okay, and it looks like the hit man changed his mind, flipped. Okay, flip, flopping ass ish. Again, a line from Heated. Okay. Jack in the Box, a term sometimes used to describe a swindler or trickster. Okay, appearing in publication 1563 by John Fox. So Fox is also giving me cunning, clever, wise guy. Somebody who thinks they're a wise guy here. Okay, but you're really a pop-up creature who's, yeah. Okay, the term is used as an insult to describe a swindler who would cheat tradesmen by selling them empty boxes instead of what they actually purchased. Okay, so that could go back to Jack and the Beanstalk as well. Somebody may have considered the old man that swapped the beans for the cow to be a swindler. Okay, there's so much moving parts in this situation because there's so many inferences that can be drawn from Jack and the Beanstalk and all the other stories that have been mentioned, okay, that have been coming out through the channel. So somebody may need to just sit down and just check these things out, okay? If you're a parent with children, have a little day where you're just binging on these stories, reading these stories, watching these stories, okay? Because something is about to pop up. There's going to be some Jack in the Hat moment. Okay, some evidence is going to pop up. Something is going to pop up. All right. And it might be a Jack and the Beanstalk situation. Somebody spilling beans. Okay. And it's going to grow into some kind of miracle. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Somebody's going to see that God has heard them, their prayers. Somebody's crying out to God right now. Okay. Confessing their sins, asking for redemption, and God hears this person. God wants this person to know that they are loved. Okay, God wants this person to know that they are in covenant intimacy, fellowship, steadfast love. Okay, or this is a invitation, a covenant invitation to come back home. Okay, come back home makes me think about coming home. Okay, and that's a track by Diddy. All right, so this might be Diddy who is praying out to God, and you know God says, they that call out to me, I will hear them. Okay? I will hear them. And God doesn't change. There's a permanence to God that we could rely on. God is a man of his word. Okay? So, I don't know if I should even get into any cards. Your alarm's going off again. So this is of urgency. Someone's in imminent danger. Or again, the full court press is on. Somebody who has been playing dirty is about to be revealed. Okay, I picked up the deck and this was left back. Some kind of life insurance fraud might be involved in this situation. Okay, I don't know why my son does not hear the alarm going off. So that tells me somebody cannot read the writing that's on the wall. Somebody's not getting the signs, seeing the signals. Somebody's too fast to sleep here. Somebody's in a deep sleep or is about to be put into a deep sleep, because my son cannot hear this alarm that's going off, and I'm not going to get up to stop it because it's relevant to the message. Countdown. Ring the alarm. Ring the alarm. Someone ring the alarm. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. The writing's on the wall. Time to wake up. That's a big clump. I'm not taking that. But the first one here is angels are with you for somebody here. Okay, angels are with you. Lenny, can you go tell your brother that the alarm's going off? Okay, so a brother might be involved here. A brother who has a younger sister, or a sister, doesn't have to be younger, okay? A brother is about to be informed of something. Okay, this doesn't have to be blood brother. This could just be a term of endearment. Okay, so a brother is going to be informed of something. Somebody's going to ring the alarm. A brother. Okay, I'm done with the paper, but my eyes are looking over here on the notes that came out days ago. The alarm is back on. What's going on here? I have to upload this, even if I don't like it. Even if I think that it's not playing fair. There's something about playing dirty, okay? I have to upload this because somebody needs this message, okay? Look, we have spiritual advisor. Maybe this is the spiritual advice that someone needs, okay? Or maybe I am the spiritual advisor that is spilling some beans here. Ooh, we shall see. 52. These videos have been so long lately, and I do apologize. I don't mean. We have this showing itself. They are coming for me. I'm still shuffling, but clumps are coming out, and I don't want clumps, but maybe I'm supposed to take whatever comes out, okay? So they are coming for me, okay? Somebody needs to take heed to that. Take note of that. Okay, they are coming. The clock is ticking. Tick tock. 1, 2. X is coming for you. Tupac jumped out. We shall see what comes out for that. Okay, so this might be centered on the grapes. It's crunch time. I cannot make any of this up. It's not coming out, but it's a reminder. It's a confirmation. Okay, full court press. The game is on, and the game is about to be over. This is your last play. Make it be your best play. Your best move. Take your best shot. Okay, that's a word for somebody somewhere out there, and I could feel myself getting a little bit hyped up. Okay, so this is it. This is the final game. Like, this is it. This is it. So what do you call that? Playoffs. This is a playoff here. It's a playoff. Okay, we're gonna see who the champion is. Okay, I know I brought up 76ers and Knicks. So again, more sports references. So heavy bettors, heavy hitters here. What do you call that? Sharks. These are sharks we're playing with. Sharks and giants. Okay. Wow. Come on, I want it to be. Got flag on the play here, showing itself. And on the other side, chosen one. Okay, so we have a chosen one who's calling out a flag on the play here. Okay, finally. Not saying I want to, you know, but time, my lord, time. Whew, that was already a lot, but let's see what else we got. It's crunch time came out. Okay? It's crunch time came out. I'm telling you, this is no joke. This is not the time for this. You're almost out of time. Okay? We have, you're being guided. Just go. So I might be speaking to a surprise witness here. You're being guided to go and spill the beans, to go and tell the truth, to share what it is you know. Okay, time is of the essence. All right, we have Tupac here. I could be speaking about a Virgo, okay, or a Gemini. Okay, the Tupac is also giving me Cain and Abel for some reason. All right, Tupac is also giving me Chosen One, which showed itself on the card as well. Okay, a truth seeker, a truth speaker, a truth teller, an activist, a community activist, because a lot about community came out. Okay, a lot's coming out here. Friday the 13th, I think that's when he passed. And you know, my affinity for the number 13th. My daughter was born on Friday the 13th, and she just came to give us a piece of evidence, a clue, okay, not evidence, a clue here, showing us we're dealing with somebody who is two-faced here, somebody who wears a mask, somebody who's both angel and a demon, okay. So that is coming out about Tupac, okay. So this might not have to be about what he was charged with, what he did time for, okay. But since I'm saying these things, somebody's about to be charged with something, do time for something, possibly the same thing that was associated with Tupac. But more about Tupac's characteristic is coming out, okay. All right, or Tupac might have something to do with this case. Prime time, I'm hearing it's gonna be prime time news, or again, it just gives me playoff game. This is the last game. Everybody's tuning in. There's a lot of spectators, okay. There's some people rooting for one team, another people rooting for the other here, but it's whoever wins. It's about the shot clock, that last score, the score at the end. Okay, we'll see who the winner is, okay, but it's prime time. Everybody is tuning in. We have a whole lot of money here. Somebody could be named Bianca, okay, Bia for short, or somebody has those letters in their names as initials, or somebody's about to come into a whole lot of money, okay. Could be about some kind of case here, because we have crunch time. It's time to wrap up this case, close it. All right, next we have water runs dry. Somebody's water is about to run dry, especially if they are disconnected from the source, okay. They could no longer come up and down. All right, they can no longer come down and take from the commoners and go back up and go out of reach, okay. The pipes are off. The pipes are off, okay. That song is from Boys to Men. So somebody's immature here. Somebody didn't grow up. All right, somebody needs to grow up. Somebody needs to be informed that if you did not have a reserve in the tank, good luck, because you will not be replenished, okay. Somebody needs to turn to clear vision, okay, instead of being double-minded. I know something about seeing doubles came out in the last reading. I had both my glasses here as well, okay. So choose your perspective, pick your perspective, just make sure the vision is clear, okay. I cannot make any of this up. Look at this, the countdown to a lockup. You're going to be locked up. You're going to be locked up. I'm not holding back. I don't play dirty. So this is the spirit coming through me, okay. Whatever I'm channeling, whoever I'm channeling, whoever this message is for, this is what it is, okay. This is a vibration. This is what you need to know. This is serious, okay. We have, there's a Judas among you. That's what's going on in this situation, okay. Somebody was betrayed, and I'm hearing this is the ultimate betrayal, because that's what's given to me as a theme for this year, okay. Ultimate betrayal. We know that Judas committed the ultimate betrayal, but God, somebody say according to divine plan, according to divine plan. Judas thought he was doing something, stopping the show. But I'm hearing it's showtime. Again, spiritual advisor, it came out. It's showtime. Okay? You want to play dirty? You don't want to play fair? Okay. Your water is about to run dry. Somebody's about to go from rags to riches. Didn't I say a whole lot of money? Okay? A whole lot of money in this. Feature. Somebody's about to be featured in something, because I just thought about Nicki Minaj being featured on that track. So somebody is about to be featured, or somebody's on the right track, okay. From rags to riches, you're on the right track, okay. Humble beginnings came out in the last thing. You're about to come into a whole lot of money, okay. But remain humble, okay. Remain humble. Somebody's about to make the prime time news, okay. It could be a spiritual advisor, all right, who's about to reveal how they got the vision, okay, about somebody getting locked up, okay. Beauty here, nice and pink, all right, pink print, okay. So Nicki Minaj might be involved in a situation here because it's about pink print, okay. I consider her to be a beauty, okay. I love Nicki. But I'm tapping into an energy who is beautiful. Going back to the seahorse, okay? There's a beauty about you. Idiosyncrasies that others don't see in other people, okay? They see it in you. You stand out, all right? Beauty is her name, okay? You're beautiful, okay? Or you're able to see the beauty in people, maybe the beauty in demons, okay? Bring them back to their angelic form, okay? So bring people from the darkness to the light. I'm getting that as well, okay? Look at this. I cannot make anything up, okay? Step on snakes and scorpions. It's crunch time, okay? It's time to take down dragons, okay? You're not afraid. You are fearless. You are fierce, all right? You know who you're anchored to. You know who you represent. You know who is with you, David. You did not back down from Goliath, David, because God was with you. And when God is with you, there is no competition. This is the last card here. There's just no competition when God is with you. All right, you are sent on this mission, this assignment to take David out. Oh, somebody might be trying to take David out because that came out all the way wrong. David, speaking to David, the spirit of David here. You are on a mission, an assignment to take down a giant, to take down Goliath, to step on snakes and scorpions. You're being guided. Just go. It's crunch time. It's crunch time. Somebody really needs to be locked up because they may have possibly put a hit on you, David, servant of the Lord. I don't know if I should put up any, I would put up. Somebody shouldn't aid and abet in a situation. Don't be putting up no criminal, okay? If somebody needs to be locked up, they need to be locked up, okay? Bring them to justice. Let the Lord decide. Hallelujah. Just gonna pull, I'll see what jumps out, but I won't push it for the sake of time. But I think I did well with delivering the message today. We have the Three of Pentacles jumping out, but I won't say anything yet. So somebody's not saying anything yet, okay? Something is still on the hush-hush here. People looking into something. I know I said I wasn't going to say anything, but something needs to be said. That there are some people looking into something here. Maybe some people looking into some people, okay? Maybe that's the only card that's supposed to come out, this Three of Pentacles, because I don't want to push it for the sake of time. That's a clump, but let's just see. No, I'm not going to take that. I'm almost done, darling. One more minute, and then I'm done. Look at this. Look at this anguish, languish, gloom, anxiety. Okay? Somebody needs to get the message that they're being looked into. Okay? And it's just a matter of time before X comes for you. Okay? Christ. This is a case for Christ. You need to know. It's just a matter of time. Okay? Take your best shot. Take your best shot. Anything else? All right, I'm going to close it out. Okay? Remember the crown of the Torah for somebody. Okay? God is with you. Hallelujah. Somebody might be strangled by anguish. Or somebody might strangle somebody, not to be too explicit. All right, but I don't want to hold back. I'm supposed to turn up the heat, play dirty a bit. All right, somebody might get strangled, okay? But I see a lot of crying, a lot of groaning, a lot of lamenting. Talking about lamenting, can I say that I want to send out my condolences to the family, loved ones, friends, supporters, fans of D'Angelo. He passed yesterday, Tuesday, which I felt like something was going to be shared on a Tuesday, something that might have had some people, you know, crying in sorrow, lamentations. I was feeling a lot of lamentation. And then I remembered I channeled my son's father sharing with you all that he passed away from cancer and it was terminal. In his last days, there was a DNR placed on his file. Not saying that this is what happened to D'Angelo. It was revealed that he did battle pancreatic cancer. Okay, I don't know if he also was given a DNR. Um, most do, but not sure if that was some kind of revelation or confirmation that a loved one was going to pass.